So they are here. So they gain Tara. Or maybe something in the something something serious or yeah, so at well, something that's not quite done that's dangerous or something like that. I think maybe meaning like that. So so I didn't remember. So they mentioned this, and they mentioned that's what their brother remember now. I said branches. So Green Tara. Going to Nagajunas. It says in the Green Tara, going to Nagajunas. Okay. So the Deputy Second Chancellor used to advise that, keep teaching that to be born in the Pure Land, Genesis, Buddha in Pure Land, things like that. Means closer to be born Pure Land, things like that. Quicker if you pray retire than Genesis. Rinpoche used to say like that. So Rinpoche is the if you know the Kata, if you're a friend of the manager of Lama, the Chandra, manager of Lama, if you're a friend of that, then it's easy to see the Lama. So it's like that. Rinpoche used to use that example. So yeah, making connection with Tara, make prayer to Tara, then easy to be born Pure Land or the other things like that. You see. So, Rinpoche you said that 엄지점은 보면 도마라 차처로 차서 도마 따라 봐고 뜨더라 해주겠어요. 뜨랬나 탐지라도 쏴 얘기했지라 So, Chata Dharma Tarepamo, that one, it's just for noble truth. So, on this Pama Dhamma Chat, so that's liberating from the true suffering. Chata Dharma Tarepamo, so liberating from true suffering. So all the suffering of samsara, this suffering pain and the suffering change, all the samsara pleasure. Because it is natural suffering, so it can't continue and can't develop. Whereas Dharma happiness can continue, can develop up to nirvana, liberation from samsara, and not of that up to Buddhahood. Up to Buddhahood you can develop, and then that completed, you can continue and completed happiness. So that. But whereas worldly happiness, you can't do that. You can't continue and you can't develop. So that's a reason, because it's natural suffering. That's caused by the kinds of common delusion. Then, see, So somebody like what's the name of the big bird? Dog. There's American. There's 1 year. There's one petrol.
Turkey.
Huh? Turkey. Oh, Turkey. So somebody like Turkey enjoy the Turkey meat. Turkey. So then you eat turkey at breakfast. You eat turkey for lunch. You eat turkey for dinner. So you see every day like that. Then you see you get bored. Soon you get bored. You get vomited. Soon you get bored. You don't see the food, and you might get vomit, So you could sooner or later something, somebody like pizza so much. Then you offer, you make pizza for breakfast, pizza for dinner, pizza for lunch, pizza for even nighttime, 12 o'clock, you eat pizza. So like that, you see. So sooner, even you like so much, but then you continue every day. Soon so horrible, become so horrible. You don't want to see even pizza. Come on, because of that. So many things become like this. Even the friend, you stay 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, then kind of gradually, then you see less interesting, less attachment, less interesting. Then after some time, becomes even physical together. Even you're physical together, but mentally, you want to free from that any minute. You want to free from that person any minute. Because at the beginning, when you see, wow, if I can be with this person, wow, what kind of my life will be, bliss out. My life will bliss out. Only you think of happiness, never think of problem. You never think of the problem side. Never. Only the happy will be fantastic, unbelievable that you see, you make your dream. You make your heaven. You make your dream. So then you wish, you wish if I can be with her or with him, whoever, depending on the man, woman, or the. So, it beginning like that. If I can be with her, if I can be with him, wow, my life will be unbelievable bliss or some, far out. So, never think of at all. Never think problem. And then, of course, you meet 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Then, yes, you give many presents. You give so many presents. You spend $1,000, $1,000, $100, $1,000, $100,000, $1 million. You give presents. Then, finally, able to be together. Either you do wedding or no wedding. How you are together? Then you together. Okay, you see the person day and night. So close, become very close, and then gradually, day by day, you see more and more mistakes of the person. You see more and more shortcomings of the person, of the mind, more and more selfish. You find the person more and more selfish. or more and more impatience. Things like that. Thank you. One student told me, then you see making caca. One student, information of one Italian student. Probably older student, may guess. So then you see more mistakes. You see when something like that, you see, then you kind of change your mind from attachment, the shortcomings of border, you see, then you lose the attachment. So this like that. And then less soon, less attachment gone. Your interest gone. Even physically living together, but let's beginning see. Wow, if I can be with that person, wow, amazing. But then after you together, then as soon as then become prison. Even physically together, but you see the mind is in prison. Is a mind total opposite to the first one. When I can be free from that person. You're looking for every minute how I can be free from that person. Not every day, but even every hour. Really, totally become opposite to the first one. So I live in the prison. You see, then this one you don't interest. So then you look for outside. You look somebody else outside. You found somebody else. Especially you found somebody else outside. Oh, then no attachment, no interest in this. So like that, you see. Then you think of the same thing exactly. Oh, if I can be with that person, wow! How wonderful is it? Like that, you see. I'll be in heaven. So that is. Then you see. So the one who is physically living with you, you don't see. You don't see with your eye. Don't see at all. Don't want to be around you. So that's so much suffering. Oh, there's so much suffering. Then you see. Oh, then again, you see, then either she live or either you live. Separate. Oh, this one. Then you join with the other one. Exactly the same. Then so much expectation. Okay, then happen to live together, finally. And then again same. Again starts same. Same story. Then if you don't have a good heart, so if you don't have a good heart, you're not practicing Dharma. You don't have a good heart. You're not practicing bodhicitta. Or even general human being in the world, a good human being, good heart. You don't have it. So that's not everybody has. Only some people. General good heart. So of course, by understanding Dharma, bodhicitta, of course, that's ultimate good heart. So, Kasure, but that is not there. Of course, there are somebody who practices bodhicitta, of course, yes. But it doesn't mean everybody, even who made Dharma, doesn't mean that. So then, of course, then of course the other person learn about you. The other person doesn't know you before. Now, physically living together every day, the person learns you more and more. You learn the other person more and more. You don't practice good heart, so impatient. So much attachment, so much kind of pride, and so much anger, and all of that. You see, so much mind is filled with so much suffering, so much confused mind, so much suffering, and so much problem, and then the relationship doesn't last. Relationship doesn't last. Either you don't practice, or the other person doesn't practice. So then you see, both fill up with anger, both fill up with for the five delusions, and full of like the container of garbage. So like that, you see. Second doesn't last. I can start some story, and on and on. After some time, of course, they will die. After some time, you can't live forever. There's nobody, ordinary being. As an ordinary being, there's nobody lived forever in this world, never dead. No, there's nobody. He's lived for billion, trillion, numberless billion years. There is no such thing. There is no such ordinary being. So that's kind of nature. It's a samsaric nature of life. That so much suffering, unbelievable. You suffer so many years in the whole life. You see, then you have a harboring the previous husband or previous wife. Then you're harboring. Oh, this is bad, this didn't love me, this is bad. You know, that's kind of that harboring. Angry harboring, or that. Anyway, of course, after some time, then you die, of course. You know, that. You leave everything, you separate from everybody, everybody have to separate from you, including possession, this body, so that. Okay, so the suffering, well, it is in the lamrim temple, as you know, so, but it's good to know, it's good to know. You see, the meditation, we have to meditate how the Guru in Tibetan. So suffering a change, how that is nature of suffering, we have to meditate. Just hearing, we have to meditate, we have to actualize, realize, you see? You have to see the suffering. Not just blah, 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 and that's it. You don't meditate, you don't do anything, none of that. It doesn't happen, nothing. Nothing happens. So maybe it's good to same thing material, same thing material. You know, car. Because even you bought a car that you liked so much, and you bought a car. Then you see, sooner or later, you see somebody has a better car. Your neighbor or somebody has a better car. I don't know many different names of car. I have no idea. So you see that somebody drive better car than yours. Oh, that you like so much. And then you see you like so much that one, wishing to have that. You see, then your own car, not so much interest. You know, other one is much better. Oh, then you see, then the other one trying to have. Then of course, if you don't have money, then you have to work hard, or you build debts and you build debts over debts, borrow money from bank or whatever, I don't know. So build debts, DEBS. What is debts? DEBT? I'm not sure spelling. So, yeah, then even the material is like that. So so all suffering, like that. You see, goes on like that. Anyway, so you see, when you're hungry, when you eat first spoon of food, very first spoon of food, then you see it stops the hunger from great, the hunger. And then the discomfort in the stomach, it started from tiny, from small. When after you eat the first spoon of food, but you don't notice. So small you don't notice. So discomfort in the stomach started after you eat the first spoon of food. But it stopped the suffering hunger from great. Like that, you see, one suffering stopped from the great, another suffering began from small. Oh, you have to know that. So, because the suffering of hunger started from great, stopped from great. And then discomfort the food, by having food in the stomach, started from small. So then the feeling is called pleasure. That feeling you label pleasure. You label pleasure. But the real, you see what happens is, the feeling is suffering. So the base on which you label pleasure is suffering. On the suffering you label pleasure. You see, not like that. So you see, when the suffering, the discomfort becomes heavier, more growth. Oh, then you see, then gradually you don't eat more. Then less interest. less interest. You see, when the discomfort is more and more, you see, the suffering become more, when the suffering discomfort more and more, then you see, less interesting. I say what you call pleasure, what you believe pleasure. You see, what you believe pleasure that appeared from there, not labeled by mind, not even you appear to you, not labeled by mind at all, and not only like Rangjuba, so things review, Matameka Sangha. It is labeled by mind. It is labeled by mind, but not merely labeled by mind. It is labeled by mind, but it exists from its own side. Rangshinjirwa. It exists by nature, it exists from its own side. So, you see, like this, not only that, but you see, there's Rangjuba's Gakcha, the truly existing from its own side. Not leveled by mind, but truly existing. So it is there. It is there. In the view of the pleasure. You see, Umatajuva, person gets Gacha, object to be refuted. It is there because you see, it is not merely labeled by the mind, and there's something from its own side. You see. So, what the Rangjuba believes reality, that there is reality in the school of the Savatangdrika, the Madhyamaka school. But in the Prasangika, the Madhyamaka Prasangika, this is wrong. That is true. That is the actual unmistaken object to be reputed by the Prasangika school. So then there is what is believed by Samsara, without depending on without leaving the substance, on the sixth consciousness. Seventh consciousness. The basis of nirvana and samsara, which is jinamshe. So, without living substance on that, and then you see, so that believes the phenomena. So whatever exists by living substance is imprint on the seventh consciousness. Then from there came the object and subject together. So like the blue color and blue, the mind perceiving blue came together. So like that. So without depending on imprint substance living on the consciousness, and then totally existing from there. It is there. It is there. The pleasure that appears, or the pleasure is by eating food, pleasure appears to you. as a mind-only schools view the wrong views, the gacho, the wrong views there, and the Sudantra, the Bhavishka school, Sudantra, is Rangetu is self-sufficient. That's also there. The view is also there, grows and grows and grows, more and more grows. So then you see, then also the it is impermanent. That pleasure is impermanent nature, but then there's the appearance that it's permanent. And that it is dependent on the paths, side paths, but it yeah. But it appears in the view as independent, existing with its own freedom, existing alone in the view. And then, Rang, without even cause conditions, existing. So this view is also there. Round existing with its own freedom. So this view is also there. You see, so in the view, there's all this wrong views of the school. I mean, whatever is believed the wrong view to the next school, higher school. So that I mean, it's like that. So all the views there, and you see, starting from Tangyuwa, all the gross, all that. So extremely gross, taxi lounge, and the view is there. There, all the wrong views. So, so of course, so you see, then on the basis of that is the basis of all that hallucination is not there in reality. It's all piles of hallucination. So then you see, on the basis of that, then, of course, when you have that, on the basis of that, attachment arises. Attachment arises, and of course, then somebody interferes with that object attachment, then anger arises. So that then the ignorance rises. So you understand how the three persons' mind rises. So you have a wrong view of the pleasure, then all the pleasure is all the wrong view of the pleasure, different wrong view piled up, one on top of one. So So then on that basis, then you rise three persons' mind. Ignorance is there, then attachment rises, then anger rises, all other delusion rises. You see, So that's how you create samsara. Dose shakbe, Lama Tsongkhapa said, Dose shakbe, koya tsonra jing. So the leisure that ties, it's a leisure that protectors, deities are holding leisure. So the Dose shakbe is the leisure of the leisure the the desire craving leisure ties you to the samsara. Oh, so that, you see? So that's how we do. That's how we follow three-person mind all day long, all the night. Whole life we follow. You see, that's how we live the life. How the people in the world, except Dharma practitioners, who realize the suffering and change is nature of suffering, and who has a renunciation generated. Renunciation generated. So otherwise, this how you live the life. How sentient beings live their life. But this is not only this life. From the beginningless of samsara. So there's no beginning of this life. There's no beginning. So live like this hallucination. Wow. This is amazing. Amazing means doesn't mean good, doesn't mean German is something good, but they may be not the word. I don't know how to use English. From beginning, but living this hallucination. Do you see the concept, wrong concept, the hallucination? From beginning, but we've been living and suffering. Still didn't get free from this. Can you understand? How now you understand how we're in the samsara. We're in the samsara because of the wrong view and caught this in the hallucination. All this hallucination. We're living life in this. Can you understand? From beginning to birth. Can you understand? Can you understand? Think well. Think deep. Not just sightseeing. Not just doing sightseeing in the lamrim. In the lamrim, you go to lamrim or sightseeing. I've seen this, I've seen that, I went there, I went to Africa, I went to Tibet, I did this, I do that. People travel just to collect, I've been bound to college, I've seen that. See, the scenery in the lamrim, don't do scenery in the lamrim. It's good you read lamrim, but don't do as tracking in the lamrim. Scenery in the lamrim. Not that. And they think, from beginning to the birth, we are not free from prison. There's wrong view. We're under the control. This wrong view, wrong concepts, and all this hallucination. Can you imagine? And we live our life by thinking all this is real, truth, true, real, true. You understand? Didn't realize all the So basically, you've been living life in samsara from beginningless but cheated by your mind, cheated by your wrong concept, cheated by your three-person mind, cheated by the root of samsara, the ignorance of holding the eye as real, or not. And then, from beginning to the birth, not just from this birth, no, not just from this morning, from beginningless rebirth. So anyway, that's what So that's why when we take refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha, Dharma, when we take refuge Dharma, we have to repeat the words as I go for refuge to Dharma, Dajatang Tawa, Namye Chok, Chela, that's the Chok, I go for refuge Dharma, the Supreme One, devoid or free from attachment. When you take refuge Dharma, it says free from attachment. You understand? Dojadang Tawa, devoid or free from attachment. Chönam Yi Cho, sublime one in Dharma, the sublime one in Dharma, to to that Dharma, I go for refuge. Oh, you see, all of that. So the true the ultimate refuge there, the true path, wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, and true cessation of suffering, the obscurations. So you take the ultimate Dharma, those two, you take refuge. So you see, so when you as you eat more food, and the hunger start to stop from great. So it becomes smaller, you see. But then hunger of discomfort, the discomfort stomach is greater. Becomes greater. Oh, like this. So now, like this is the example. So then later, sooner or later, it becomes, when it becomes too gross, then you feel so uncomfortable. So then it becomes suffering of pain. Suffering of pain. Beginning hungry. so suffering, pain. Then after you've taken food, a spoon of food, and that is it. But it's always another suffering stopped from hunger. The hunger stopped from great. Then smaller, as you couldn't take a spoon of food, and yes. Yeah, then the discomfort started right after the first spoon of food. Then you see, then gradually, as we eat more, gradual discomfort starts. So the feeling, there is no feeling, is suffering. The base you call pleasure, you see, the base is only suffering. Or then even the pleasure is you don't know, you have no idea. So pleasure is what merely labeled by reality. Pleasure is merely labeled by your own mind. Came from your own mind, merely labeled by your mind. So sooner or later, the discomfort is stronger. So they become suffering of pain. So like that, you see. So therefore, all the samsara pleasures, you have to know that. You have to know like this. This is an example. Then even the pleasure, there is no pleasure from its own side. Your mind made it up. How merely labeled by your mind, so that you see. Then that doesn't last. Then we have suffering pain. Sooner or later, like that. All the samsara pleasures are natural suffering, like this. Example. Then those true sufferings come from the karasa, the true chapa to jigi dungang, the aggregates, the aggregates is under the control of delusion and karma. So, yeah. So the aggregate is pervaded by suffering. As often as someone says, and in the text, so this aggregate is contaminated, seed of delusion. Seed of delusion karma, so this aggregate is contaminated. So from the seed, then rises suffering again. The suffering and delusion rises again. So that's how it compounds suffering. The seed is a compound suffering. Suffering this life, suffering future lives, all like this. Okay. So if you are not free, from this suffering, pervasive compounding suffering, then you experience two other suffering pain, suffering change. You experience again, so like that. So if you become free from the pervasive compound suffering, free forever, you become free forever. So then you don't experience the two other sufferings forever. Then you see, then you achieve the nirvana of the Kagure. The liberation from the samsara, so that the blissful state of peace forever. So, I didn't bring the Ashura to Benjamin of the Church Jansen's quotation. I don't know by heart what his our quite often says. Because so the essence is even the dogs. Example is only use a dog. So if you holding a stick, the dog knows going to beat him, so dog run away. Because suffering pain, even the dog suffering a change. Then it was in Hindu, then they can achieve through samatha. Come up and then you can achieve the renounce the by realizing shortcomings of the desired realm, the suffering. So then you look for the home realm. So the more peace and that, you see. So you achieve that, home realm. So that they achieve for firm contemplation. Something for firm contemplation. So by achieving is a form realm. So like that. So each realm you achieve through 6 analysis. Looking at what realm would you achieve is suffering nature. Looking at the higher realm, the more peace. Looking that way. So you have to renounce this realm, then you achieve the next realm. However, the 6, each took 6 analysis. So, like that, see, like that. Then you achieve the, even you get bored, inner bliss or inner happiness, derived through meditation. Even that you get bored, only achieve the 4th, the firm contemplation. From that, then you get born in the formless realm. So all of that is the 4 stages there. Limitless sky, the consciousness, limitless consciousness, then triple samsara. Nothingness and triple samsara. So as in even Hindu, they can achieve this through meditation. So therefore, what Buddhists should generate renunciation is the main one is the Chapadvichigatunga. Chapadvichigatunga. So in Hindu, you see, you can achieve all those, but triple the samsara, only that's left, last one. All what caused them to achieve is the, next stage is better, more peace. Then the Kasuri, by wishing that, and then you renounce this stage realm, or then you seek it, then you achieve the next stage, like that. So after the triple samsara, there's no higher realm of samsara to achieve it, nothing. So then, you see, that's the last one, there's no higher realm, samsara to look for, you see. So therefore, they didn't see triple samsara as nature of suffering. They don't see it. That's the nature of suffering. They don't see. So then, you see, even though they have a renunciation to the desire realm, formless realm 3, but this one, last one, didn't have. So then, when the karma finish, how long to be in that realm, trip to samsara, how long, you see? Oh, when the karma finishes, then they can see, they see, then the karma, you see, they're not totally liberated from samsara, because at that time, delusion becomes so subtle. So so some of them they think they say maybe achieve nirvana. So maybe achieve nirvana. So delusion becomes so subtle, so nirvana. So then, when the karma is finished, how long to be there? Then they remember where they came from before this, where they come from, and they see where they're going to be reborn. The lower realm or desire realm, the human beings, devas, is the older form, in all of them, they're going to be born, you see. So then sometimes they think it is not true. There is the liberation from samsara, because the delusion is so subtle, so that's why they see nirvana. Oh, so then when they come out, how long to be there, finish, then they can see where they're going to reincarnate. You see, due to karma. Oh, then that time they get heresy. Oh, not true. That there's liberation. You can see liberation. Oh, it's not true. Now we're going to be reborn in the, other realms, reborn in the samsara. So then they get heresy. So then because they get heresy, then they get reborn in hell realms. Oh, they mentioned that. So his Holiness says, the main thing that Buddhists to renounce is the pervasive compounding suffering, or that one. Or the Buddhists mainly should attempt to. Oh, so Hindu, they don't have that. So that's what mainly Buddhists say. What they should advocate this. Then you become free also to other suffering. True. All like that, you see, just anyway, now finishing. In Hong Kong, I was there one time. Well, not just one time. I was there many times, but one time I was staying in Tara House, the student Tara House. So they have even stones in the wall outside the house, even the wall stones brought from Russia, rocks, built walls, you see. So anyway, their father did. So some rich Indians came came by, and the mothers, mother of the family, not that mother, not the Tara's family mother, no, the rich Indian family come from outside. So they're so worried about them. Their daughter doesn't get married. Their daughter doesn't get married, so they're so worried, doesn't get married. And then asked me to pray them to get married. So you see, so I told them, it's better to take more time to check more time. It's good to take more time to check. It's good, I told them. But I don't remember my telling the side of the problem. So, you see, marriage, then side of the problems, side of all the problems you have to go through. I don't think I mentioned, but you see, they never think that. But you see, their parents never think of the side of the problems. Never think. Only made the marry. But I think maybe the reason is one thing benefit for them. I think maybe not just concern the daughter and son, but also maybe a benefit for them that maybe they think like that. So that's all. They never think the problem they have to go through whole life. How many years have to all the fight, so much problem I have to go through. That they never think. Just marry. It's very strange. So, because like yak, blind yak, we need to eat grass, leave some grass. Don't eat all the grass. Leave some, because you can't see, so eat only what you see, but what you don't see, take it. Don't eat. So there's some grass left. I mean, that's the example used by Lama Tija. Because the two geishas from Devu Monastery, they don't take initiation. Oh, so heavy vow. All the vows, never take initiation. You see, they're afraid, they can't keep it. So then Lama Tija was saying, they don't know there's a Bodhisattva. You see, Lama Tija is a mandala. So mandala covered by dust. So then during Bodhisattva, it purifies all the degenerate vows, all the degenerate vows you clean. So the mandala covered with dust, with one time you clean like that. One time completely clean. Like that, you see. Lama Tija use Bodhisattva. They don't know the Bodhisattva. Benefits Bodhisattva practice. So Lama Tija uses blind yak eating grass. So don't eat all grass, but they can't see all the grass. So like that. I used to also hear blind yak eating grass. Anyway, so that's never think of the side of the problem. Anyway, so now should do initiation. Oh, okay, all right. And the Katore, sorry. Then the Katore call letter Dharma, so this Dharma liberating from the true suffering, the suffering pain, suffering change, progress, and then called Tudara Ejiketu. So the liberating from the true cause of suffering. The contents. The Jigye is the external dangers, but internal dangers, there's delusion. So there's a prayer, there's a prayer to present to Thailand, and so and then so I think making that painting the Tara, liberating from the 8 fears. So I think, in the country, there's dangerous elements, or dangerous fire, water, air, earth. Country area or Dharma center or family house, or then making these paintings, it protects, it helps. qualta tutelages qualta Dharma tutelages Duratuna Tamjadu Duratuna Tamjadu that contains the cessation of the suffering. The cessation of the suffering including the cause. So that contains. So the true path is indirectly shown there. However, Tara, then Tara, Dharma, so liberating, yeah. And the Lord and suffering, liberating from samsara, liberating from raw nirvana. Yeah, liberating from attachment this life and future lives. The liberating from the self-chasing thought, liberating from the root of samsara, the ignorance holding the I real. So see, then liberating ordinary conception, ordinary view. Then liberating from that, then liberating from the ordinary wind mind, liberating from that ordinary wind mind, which creates some samsara. That is the explanation. I come to Tantra, highest Tantra. So liberating from the ordinary wind mind. So that's and then they see bring to unified state of Vajradhara. So that. So however, who is Tara? So, who is Tara? As I mentioned before, Lama may be Kongrona, Sangha Shiji Miyame. So, before the Guru, there's no name, there's not even the name of Buddha before the Guru. So, all the Buddhas came from Guru. So, that's why in Lama Chaba we have Namo Guru first, the second Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. So that's the reason. But in the medicine, there's one medicine Buddha puja. One puja that the Guru comes after 3. So that doesn't contradict Lama Chapa, because that was saying Buddha Dhamma Sangha came from where? It came from Guru. So I think Guru is used after 3. But mostly Guru is used first. So it doesn't contradict Lama Chapa. The Guru that comes from in the refuge practice first time is not only because Guru is kinder than Buddha, not only that reason. But Dhamma Sangha came from where? Came from Guru. So, so as I mentioned, Tama Tatul Guzang Tandam Channel Sancho Singer Jala. So in the Lama Chaba, you read in English. Tama Tatra, no beginning, no end. Tama Tatra. Jaganese from the Tawa. So free from I think there might be inherent in the birth. I think cessation, abiding. 아니야 정말 다들 the primordial holy mind. There's no beginning, no middle, no end. Tomatara kunsang that Dharmakaya is you see all the time good. Kunsang Tuntamji, and then Ashibodijida. Tuntamji Chanju Singh, so on the order. So I pray, what are that I mentioned, as I mentioned, in the calling Guru from far, from Dejapamanga, Sanju Kunji Yeshi, Dechen Chugu Rojik, Tenye Tenjen Lama, Kunji Rangshen Tatu, Lama Chuju Kula, Nini Soa Desu, Dejapatukundu, Dame Jesu. So I mentioned already, people say, so the same. That's the real subject of what it means, what Guru is, what Guru means, what you're hearing, what you're saying, the real meaning is that. Sanjay Kunji Yeshe, in one test, translated the wisdom of all numberless Buddha. In the one test in Dharmakaya, the Jinchugur, Dharmakaya, the translated wisdom of great bliss blindness. The Jinchugur, well, that one you have to think well. The Jinchugur, that is the Guru. That is the Guru. The kind of that is Tingim, only that. Only that is the kind of Guru. Tinjelama. Kunjerang Tatu. So all the Buddhas are ultimate nature. Rangshin Tatu. Yeah. Rangshin del Dharmakaya, see. Lama Chujukola, to you the Buddha, to you the Guru, Dharmakaya, I make a request from my heart. Lama Chujukola, so on, please guide me this life, in all the time. This life, intermediate, next life, in all the life, every second. In every second. And then God will bring you there, and bring you there, the enlightenment. So, so we think, yeah. So anyway, so the meditation, what we have to realize is how many gurus we have? 1,000 100,000 or 1,000 or 100 or one guru or how many you have, then you see, everyone is that. Everyone's the numberless Buddha. Everyone is numberless Buddha. That is what we have to realize. That is what we have to realize. This is another one, a little bit different. I mentioned today. Yeah, maybe not see, maybe not see too much. So you see, numberless Buddhas, numberless Buddhas they are in the one taste in Dharma, that's the Guru. So, numberless Buddhas are a manifestation of the Guru. I mean, they are the Guru. So they're our Guru. Numberless Buddhas manifestation. They're you see, they're our Guru. And the Guru is numberless Buddha. The Guru is numberless Buddha. Numberless Buddhas are Guru. So many embodied into one embodied, one into many. This is Guru practice. This is very important Guru practice. It's not something Guru is something, if you like the Guru, if the Guru meant you are selfish mind, you are attachment happy, then you like the Guru. If the Guru against your self-chasing thought, your attachment, then you give it the Guru. Then you don't like the Guru, you give it the Guru. Not like that. Not like that. Not like boyfriend, girlfriend. Not this. I read yesterday, but I'm sorry, I didn't get to go through the Tuzum Chochu Deshe Maluba. This time I read in Sisayuka. Tuzum Chochu Deshe Maluba, Kangdo Chirin, Mumin Namruchi. Tuzum Chochu Deshe Maluba. So Tuzum, the three, numberless past Buddha, numberless present Buddha, numberless future Buddha. You see, the old Guru. Yeah. When you recite, you don't differentiate their Buddha, Guru is something else. No, their Guru. Numberless. Because I already introduced what Guru is, okay? You see, described what Dharma is. Here, numberless past, numberless present, numberless future. It's Guru. You see, has to be. You see? Guru. To some chotu deshamal, 10 directions Buddhas. 3 times 10 directions Buddhas, Guru. Okay? deshamalava, 강도를 지지, 뭐면 안 그러지? then 이제 가서 강도를 지지, 뭐면 안 그러지? then whomever it subdues, whomever it is whomever it subdues, then here women is the manga aspect. Manga aspect, and then you see, of course, then if you have a either Kantra Mahada is Kantra Guru, so if you have some people are non-Guru, then you see appear among none. So then if you have lay person, Guru, female or male lay person Guru, then whatever it subdues, that aspect, you see, completion. Taking this aspect that you have, Guru, okay? Taking that aspect. You see, they do numberless realms, numberless world, numberless realms, you see, they do, the Guru, you see, they do the work for sentient beings. You see, numberless world, numberless realms, they are Buddhas working for sentient beings. So all that is your Guru, or that is our Guru. that is our Guru, working for numberless sentient beings. Numberless world, numberless realms, working for sentient beings. So what you should understand, think that working for every sentient being, your Guru, working for benefiting for every sentient being, each and every sentient being. Remember that. Your Guru, or our Guru, working. See, there's no separation from Buddha. See, so working for each sentient being. Do you understand? You have to remember that. Working for a numberless world, numberless realms, means working for every sentient being. Every sentient being that exists. Okay? Bring it to enlightenment. Including us. Including us. You understand? You have to remember this. So important. Lama Rinpoche saw during the Buddha's action, in numberless world realms. So it's everything to me. Lama Rinpoche saw I made a request to the Guru. The Jisang Laman Sami Ngor. Of course, this is the Jisang. You see the essence of all Buddha, Jisang. The Jisang Ki, Laman Sami Ngor, the lower mind is impure mind. Very low or impure mind. Ordinary mind is in the view of that, learn something more. Resident Javico Tatale, Habishing it, Hamalangabe. You see, there are numberless Buddhas, but we don't pure mind to see. The different aspects, but the numberless. So, you don't have pure mind, pure mind to see them and see another aspect of Buddha, so they can't guide you in that aspect at all. So directly, see, in that aspect, at all. So the numberless Buddhas represent Jave. So numberless Buddhas, so the Jitsanga, so that's the essence of the Dojitsanga. Raman somewhere more, so you, the impure mind, you see, in the view of that, then Rajanjiva Habishing Tambalangabe, Lamrim. So Habishing, very special field, Habishing, very special field. Habishing, you see, the Guru say, so numberless Buddhas, the Buddha Bhattacharya manifested in this ordinary aspect. In the ordinary aspect, having delusion, having mistaken action, is the ordinary aspect. Purposely manifesting this ordinary aspect to you, so that so this way you can see them. You can see the impure mind. You can see ordinary mind. You can see them directly, and they can see. Then this way they can guide. So they teach alphabet. Then they teach the commentary, long alternation, so and then give vows, but the part much about Buddhist about Tangtri vows. Then give initiation, the instructions, and then the commentary of Tantra. You see? So ask for advice, because when you have a problem, typically ask for advice, you get advice. So it can help, can directly help you. So the more special, so this ordinary aspect much more special than rest numberless Buddhas. So So, as I mentioned, the most important, the happy, so much more special than number of Buddhas. As Patama Sangha said, Dojisang, Idam Dojisang is something more special. The Guru is a kind of ordinary. Then you never get realization. Oh, you see, Patama Sangha said this. So they no, then you have to, as a matter of fact, so much more special, unbelievable kindness, special than numberless Buddhas. Lamrim Buddha so on there. Then Lamrim Buddha so on there. So the so unbelievable, so special, the precious. In every second, not only every day, but every hour, minute, every second. So more precious than the sky filled with the ocean round and jewels. More precious than sky filled with the ocean round and jewels, numberless ocean round and jewels. Oh, more precious. So what it does to you is liberated from lower realm, and then liberated from samsara, liberated from lower nirvana, bring to enlightenment. And so like that. So the Parabellum teachings. Common part the lamrim, the uncommon the tantra, So, that. So how precious it is. Then in every second I'm talking about to you, to us, okay? Then this is what is Tara? Oh, this is Tara. There's no Tara separated from Guru. No, the reality is the Guru. I mentioned already. I'm not going to repeat. So, so to Tara, then you have female aspect. You see, then Yumla, don't Yumla. So they call mother, because from where then all the Buddha Dharma Sangha comes. You see, all the Buddha Dharma Sangha comes, from where all your happiness comes. Past, present, future, or enlightenment. Yumla, Chatalo, certain, with three bodies, spirit, mind, three doors, you proceed to. So as I said before, Chatalo. Chakra, so you purify all the wrong concept from wrong concept of the Guru, the Makuba, and from there to the last, the very last obstacle to achieving enlightenment, the Nangja Topsum, the white appearance and the increasing red appearance, and then dark appearance, the near term and dark appearance. Then so purified, chak is a wipe over, clean. Chal means as la loop for realization, other from Guru devotion, other the correct devotion, correctly following what's read from there up to a state of omniscience. Chal means or you like, or you desire this, just all the all the time, all the time. So what you are happy, suffering, miserable, are all the time, all the time. So okay, yeah, maybe we stop here. Then we go to fill up our empty stomach, and then and after that, if we're still alive, then we do that. Tara Tara. Then after the Gurukuli. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's all. Taki Jinya Sabe Kewa Tetinan Roa Kula Kamata Jeva Chisola Santawe Tempe Nyembo Rendo Sa Jejo Rinpoche ma jeva nan jiji jeva nyamba me bayi kone kondra bewa shu kante rabe kove penyan jeva ma le jivene jere sewa tenji shabe jire bado tenjo je tonye nyenje sunzo jebe la jije tende kanche tende kachana bemo tenzi so ande to jende longzho jo did all the past, present, future, marriage, collateral, three-time marriage, collateral, numberless, and numberless Buddha, that which exists mere name. Made I who just me name. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in the mere name. Lead all the sentient things. Who exists in mere name. To that Buddhahood which exists in the mere name. Dharma is not alone who exists in mere name. Jampan Bhajita Jimbasa Kunda Samudayam Dejineza Kunjajizam Dalaji Kewa Tisa Tanya Ata Chebe Jawa Tanji Junga Konglo Chazama Oraji Oma you have to think food in the kitchen is not necessarily in the front of you. Yeah, don't repeat it. Oh, food in the kitchen. So everybody offering the food in the kitchen. So I think that. And, then it transforms nectar. You see, oceans nectar. That sort of. No. Oh, then I hope you can understand that. Don't have to repeat what means nectar there. Oh, yeah, with the bodhicitta. To free the numberless entities from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to the Buddhahood, myself alone, by myself alone, therefore I must achieve state of omniscience, therefore I'm going to make the food offering. You see, food offering, not only the food offering now, but also when you eat food. Also, while you're eating, drinking, it becomes offering. You see, at your heart, you visualize the Guru Buddha, or you become, like, it's by practicing Tantra, so yourself Hiruka, Guru Hiruka. You, Guru Hiruka, one. So then everything, every spoon of food and drink, become cause of infinite bliss, none to the emptiness. Then that's the best. Guru Hizum Dalama. You have to go Guru Hizum Dalama, Hiruka. Then also should include eating water, drinking water, also become offering during that time. Not just only now. So even if eating, drinking become that as much as possible, then it's excellent. Not waste your time. Your most precious human life is not wasted. So I forgot the name. there's a hermitage. There's a hermitage in Tibet. There's ceremonies, huge mountain backside. There's a hermitage. I forgot the Lama's name. The Zen Travel Lama. Always he teach begin with Bodhicitta. 1 year he kept teaching. Yeah, so he doesn't speak during the eating because he does meditation, so he doesn't waste time. So he doesn't speak during the eating. So to see, so that this way you are in the tantric meditation. That's like this. You are so guru dedi then. It becomes each spoon, eating, drinking, and become kasure. Another tantra practice. Quickest way to purify your development, quickest way to achieve holy merit, and the quickest path to achieve enlightenment. So this universal Bajadara. So otherwise then see before there was the with the attachment and all that, and then the food became poison. So humble yourself as the light person. Then now become totally changed with all this like very sophisticated machine. You know, everything can do so fast. All that here the meditation, tantric meditation, then it become quick. Eating, drinking, the quickest pathway is enlightenment. Lama Sanje, Lama Jode, Lama Gedun de Gunde, Jebo, Lama Nala Jebo. Okay, thank you.
So everyone can come back at 10 to 8. 10 to 8.
So just announcements for the sangha, that there is a sangha lunch on tomorrow at the exhibition building with Rinpoche. So up at the exhibition building there, 12:30. Thank you. Offered by Rinpoche, yeah. Offered by Rinpoche. And then also we've got SOG tomorrow in the 9:30 session, so please bring your cup and make sure that the aisles are clean. What else? Then I think also the day after that, Friday, Rinpoche is going to speak in the morning, and then we'll have some finishing off things, so we won't do Lama Chopa on the Friday morning. And I think also it's going to be quite a full day preparing for the Lama Chopa, for the Long Life Puja as well, as the blessing of the St. Francis Assisi in the Peace Garden at 2:00. So I think we just start with the 9:30 session. We won't do a session in the morning. We won't be able to do Lama Chopa. So just come at 9:30 and do whatever prayers you can early. Okay? Thank you.